Hello there, Hive Scum. It is I, Dr.Drybrush, back with a very quick video on the Necromunda Community Collaboration Event between Commander Cheapskate and my good self, running this SUMP-TEMBER. Yeah, so in this video, there's not really much more to say than what's involved is we are running a kind of narrative-driven living setting campaign set in the Sump Sea, where I will be offering radio broadcast updates as to the goings on, little snippets of in-universe flavour, rivalries between gangs, sort of small sound bites to do with battle reports, and that'll be in the form of the character Preacher on Gutter Forge FM 66.6, the hum of the Underhive. If you haven't heard it already, go check it out in the previous videos. And Commander Cheapskate will be running the kind of battle report side of things. He's got a larger playgroup than I do and a bit more dedicated gaming time than I do right now, so that's kind of how this has came about. But how this works out for you guys is every week I will post a tactics card or a general complication or just a odd offbeat, sometimes in-game, sometimes not in-game little twist or bit of flavour or complication that you may or may not decide to put in your games. You can use them as part of your one-off games, you can use them as part of the campaign. It's designed to be used in any campaign effectively, so if you're running an Underhive campaign or an Ash Waste one or one in the Sump or an Outcast one, all the little bits should be able to fit into it. And as part of that, I would love to hear what you guys are doing. I would love to get you guys involved in the Gutter Forge FM radio updates from your local Voxnet, Jacket or Preacher. And if you've got any call-outs, any bounties you want to place on rival players, any deaths in your gangs, any significant plot points, whatever, stick it in the comments. It's particularly on the Gutter Forge FM stuff, and try and keep it in universe because it helps me write and then do the character bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, any questions you've got, stick them below and I'll try and get back to you as fast as I can. And any other questions that you have about the SUMP-TEMBER Community Event for 2025 between Commander Cheapskate and my good self, please get in touch. Make sure you like and subscribe to his channel, and as I've taken to saying now on mine, not everything's for everybody, so if you don't like it, that's fine. There's plenty of internet out there, and if you do like it or you've enjoyed it so far, then please consider a like and subscribe to the channel. Still very small, it's a one-man operation. All of the characters exist somewhere in a small cupboard in my head, and I kind of fit it in the free time of work, but I would love to be more involved in the hobby as best I can, and the only way that I can foresee really being able to do that for the future is by doing community events or effectively being a DM in the background of your arbitrated things, if that makes sense. But yeah, essentially everything should just kind of slot into your own campaign or one-off meet-up games, but it's really cool if you can keep in touch and let us know what you're doing. It helps me, it helps Commander Cheapskate, and hopefully it kind of gives the Necromundity, screw it, that's now the word for the Necromunda community, the Necromundity, a bit of a kind of, not a central point, but something that we can all look forward to maybe each year or so. We'll see how this one goes. The first one with the Dark Uprising was really cool. I got to see a lot of gangs, hear a lot of game reports, but I feel like I could have done more with it, so that's where this kind of living setting radio channel stuff came in. And as Commander Cheapskate has posted in his recent video, there is multiple nemesi, and these nemesismics, whatever, these big bads will feature kind of prominently in the Sump campaign, but there's no reason that you can't take them and adapt them for your own thing. My one is still relatively top secret. What I will say is it's not a human enemy, it's not a chaos deity, it's nothing like that. I've kind of touched on that in the Dark Uprising stuff. Spoilers if you haven't watched it 4 years ago, but I want it to be a big bad end boss thing that gangs really have to gear up to fight, and I would like the rewards from that to be more than just credits for the next campaign. Still working on the sort of finer bits of it, and I'm also planning during the downtime week, which will be sort of late September, early October, to really focus on one of the kind of characters from my insane imagination, who is Mr. Verdict, who owns Verdict's Inn, which will become, as is tradition in all DM settings, will be a centre point for various contracts, or perhaps there's things where you can go out and hunt them and claim bounties. Perhaps there's rogue elements at play, either in the Underhive or the Sump, and I'll be designing various suggested bad guys that you can hunt down, suggested rewards, all that kind of thing. But ultimately it's just to fit in the background of whatever campaign you happen to be playing, and it will all rest on what you and your friends or your group arbitrator decides is appropriate for your campaign setting. Nothing I'm designing has any semblance of balance, so have a look at the tactics card from last week, which was the Crow's Nest ammunition card. So it might just be things like that. It might be things where you don't have access to a fighter for a whole campaign week. Just putting some things out there. So if you're interested, get involved. As I said earlier, like and subscribe to Commander Cheapskate's channel. That's where all the battle reports will be. Mine will be more kind of fluff, and if I get time, then I'm going to pick into how I came about making this, how I would make a living setting in conjunction with Commander Cheapskate, and how it might help you guys in your gaming group. So yeah, also like and subscribe onto this. I feel like that's a thing I need to say now, because of YouTube reasons, and I've actually done more than like 3 videos this year, which, wow, I'm impressed. Go me. I think that deserves a wee subscribble just for that. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well.